The college dilemma. It's something we all face come junior year of high school. What to do in college, how to get there, what to pursue after college. This is the problem that the Pathfinder team has put the past 5 months to working on to find a solution. But you may be asking, who are we? I'm Andrew Cohen, a freshman at Bethel.
I'm Amiel. I'm 16 and I go to Genesee.
I'm David, and I'm a freshman at Bethel.
I'm Zach, and I'm a junior at Genesee.
And of course, a special shout out to our mentor, Jane Havens, for all the work she's put in and helped us with.
Good job, Warren.
But back to the problem. Many students have career goals, but don't know how to pursue them. Maybe they don't even have a career goal. That's the problem we're trying to solve. How can we streamline the process and help these students find their career goals? Of course, this is a pertinent issue for us as high school students today, and our mentor, Jane, put this into perspective. She didn't really know what she wanted to do after college. She had a gray space. She just took the first path she could. Of course, that led to success, but what if we could remove that gray area? What if we could help students find happiness, pursue their career as soon as possible? And that's the question that we chose to solve.
So, of course, we need to go back to our Judaism and reference that. So, our Jewish value is chinuch, or wisdom, and our verse that proves this is V'shinatam levanecha. So, we must prove that we can move these educational values of Judaism down for generations, the dor vador, from generation to generation. We need to ensure that this continues. We need to ensure that our education continues from every generation onwards. So, our inclusivity is one key point we have. So education is a responsibility for all parents and a right for every child. We need to ensure that every child gets a proper education and does what they want to do. And accessibility. Every child deserves an education tailored to their needs and abilities. So, as the previous group has said, they are talking about learning differences. Every child, no matter who they are, should get a good education, whether they have learning differences or not. Learning differences make that different, but we need to further incorporate those differences into our learning. And for us, for me and Andrew, who go to Bethel, we learn every day that we need to pass these values down from generation to generation. We learn every day about these Jewish values and about how to continue them on.
Every problem has a solution, and we have 3 of them. Our first one is access to information. Students, parents, advisors at schools, using our application, they will obtain the information they need. For students, they will be able to track the schools that they need, along with being able to get information they need about a career that they might want to go into, which our app will also suggest. For parents, they can see what their student is doing for their progress for college, and for advisors, it can help them organize their clients, being the students, because it might be overwhelming for advisors with way too many students to deal with. Secondly, we have pairing students with programs. We can have specialized programs for students with individualized needs, which will be very useful for certain kids who need it. And thirdly, we have college guidance counseling, which is a premium feature that our app will have that will basically allow for one-on-one counseling individually for students who need actual advisors if their advisors at their school are not good enough for them or if they don't have them whatsoever.
Here's just a little demonstration of what we were proposing. So that was just a short demonstration of what our app can and will do. So from our extensive market research, we've determined that the best way to market this app and provide revenue is through a one-time baseline $150 flat fee for most of the app. And then we have an extra fee of $100 to $300 per hour for that additional help with the college counselor. Yeah.
So, the competitive edge. Since this market is absolutely huge, and there's definitely a lot of people struggling with this on a day-to-day basis, there already are people in this market. There already are companies that are trying to monopolize on these people. So, one of them, niche.com, that website specifically provides information about the college. It doesn't help you on more your career field, what you want to do in the next 20 years you have. It talks specifically on the college. Our app is going to provide information on both the college and your career. And there's also mynextmove.org. And whoever's used it knows that, first of all, it only provides help for your career, and also it is not very user-friendly. It's very blocky, it's not good to look at, it hurts your eyes. So, our app will be user-friendly, it will look good, and it will help with both career research and also school research. Includes providing information about the school to the parents, so your kid doesn't go to a party school for that matter.
So, who is our target customers? We're going to target towards 3 different groups. We're going to target towards teens, which we know the best. And then the way we're going to target towards them is through social media and a podcast. So that way they can learn about it and they can get tricks on how to get into their college, of their dream college. Then we're going to focus on the parents who is going to hopefully want what's best for their want what's best for their kid, who will then use our service. And then with a combination of these two, we're going to have the schools get informed, and then the schools are going to inform the rest of their kids about who don't know about it to know about it. And that's basically our growth strategy too, is to inform as many people as possible and just hope that people will listen to it and actually use it.
You can summarize the progress in our project in essentially a timeline. It started with the idea where we found the main dilemma that almost every single kid at high school and even within college faces. So then we got right to creation, where we created the slide that we're presenting right now, so we can sort of get our ideas organized and be able to present it, which is what we are currently doing right now, which is the pitch, where we present this to students and parents and you. And we hope to get positive feedback for our application. And finally, expansion. In the future, if this turns out well, we can release it to the public, and we can make profit if we want to. We can help people out, more importantly. Philanthropy is key. What can I say?
Any questions?
Great job. I have one that just decided on college, but if you get this launched soon enough, I can be a customer before my next one goes, so nicely done. You mentioned extensive market research. Can you elaborate on that a little bit? Did you talk to other parents, or can you maybe share a little bit more?
Yeah, right. So we went to most of the college prep websites, name a few of them, niche.com, other one David mentioned, and not many of them were very good. Of course, we did talk to some parents. We conducted a survey of our school, both of our schools, Genesee and Beth Tefillah, to see what the students needed help with, etc. So we tried to tailor our program to that research, that they just needed a little more help on the application process, maybe finding what they wanted to do in the first place, etc.
Thank you.
Okay, I have a question. You mentioned $100 to $300 for the college counseling. So is that a cost for the year worth of counseling? Is it just a few sessions?
So college counselors, of course, they're not cheap. They're helping you find a college, helping you figure out what you want to do so you can succeed in life. So our 100-300 was per hour because, of course, the college guidance counselor needs to make their money and needs to make profit off this, and that we need to have some sort of kickback because we're also providing the service and putting the two together. And just so you all remember us, we have a little treat for you all. So